Hi friends! So today we're going to be doing lesson 6.9, using arrays to solve word problems. So our expectations for today, I need you to stay muted unless called on by the teacher. I need your listening ears and your observant eyes. And please do not start working on your worksheet until the end of our lesson. Thanks, friends. So the materials we'll need today is lesson 6.9 worksheet and a pencil. So if you don't have those materials yet, go ahead and pause the video and go get those materials. Then you can unpause once you have all of those materials. Thanks, friends. So in our previous lesson, we learned how to create an array based on a given number of objects in rows or columns. Today, we'll be learning how to use an array to solve a word problem. This is important because it is going to help us become stronger in division and build our critical thinking skills. So we have learned that an array is a method for organizing objects in a way that makes it easy to count them. Arrays are arranged in straight and equal rows and columns, and arrays can be used to help us solve some word problems. So what I want you to do is we're going to go over some examples. All right, so we're going to do our first example. So listen as I read this word problem and try to figure out how we can use an array to solve it. So Mom had 12 cookies. She split them evenly between her 4 children. How many cookies did each child get? Right, so I'm going to read our word problem again. Mom had 12 cookies. She split them evenly between her 4 children. How many cookies did she get? Right, so what information do we know from just reading the word problem? Right, that there are 12 cookies and 4 children, and each child gets the same amount of cookie. So to solve the problem, I would first write the numbers 1 through 4 to label my number of rows since there are 4 children. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I would draw 1 cookie in each row until I have 12 cookies in all. So I'm going to draw circles for my cookies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job, friends. So now we've created our array. We can tell how many cookies each child gets. So look at each row and tell me, how many cookies did each child get? 3, right? So now I know that if Mom had 12 cookies and she split them up between 4 people, each person would get 3 cookies. Great job, friends. Let's do another example. You are rocking math. All right, friends, our next word problem is I have 24 beads and I want to make 4 bracelets. How many beads can I put on each bracelet? So remember, friends, what's our first step? Right, there's 4 bracelets, which means that we are going to create 4 different rows. So we have bracelet number 1, bracelet number 2, bracelet number 3, and bracelet number 4. Now, how many beads do we have in all? 24. Right. So I need to distribute 24 beads to each row. So I'm gonna do circles again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Remember, friends, we are going all the way until we get to 24, and we want to create equal groups. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So we know we have 24 beads, and I want to make 4 bracelets. How many beads can I put on each bracelet if I have 24 beads? So how many beads or circles do I have in each row? Right, I have 6. So my answer would be 6 beads. 6 beads that I can put on each bracelet. Great job, friends. Let's do another example. All right, friend, our next example. I picked 8 apples to go into 2 pies. How many apples can I put into each pie? So I'm going to make 2 pies, which means I'm going to have 2 rows or columns. And I have 8 apples in total, and I'm trying to figure out how many apples can go into each pie. So I am going to distribute my 8 apples. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many apples can go into each pie? Let's count our apples. How many can go into each pie? 4. So our answer would be 4 apples can go into each pie. All right, friends. Now we're going to do one example from our homework. All right, friends, so I need you all to get your 6.9 worksheet. And we're going to do the first problem. So the first problem says, Mom had 8 pieces of chicken to split between 4 plates. How many pieces of chicken can go on each plate? So we have 4 plates, which is going to be 4 rows or columns. Perfect. And we have how many pieces of chicken? How many objects do we have in total? Right, we have 8. We have 8 pieces of chicken. So we're trying to figure out how much pieces of chicken can go on each plate. So let's start. I'm going to do circles to represent my chicken, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want you to look at each row. How many pieces of chicken? How many dots are in each row? 2. So it's asking how many pieces of chicken can go on each plate. So it's going to be 2 pieces of chicken, but we're going to create a repeated subtraction number sentence. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our total number of objects, which is 8. Remember, in order to figure out what number we're going to subtract for our repeated addition, it is the number of objects that are in each row or column. So we have 2 pieces of chicken in each row. So I'm going to do 8 subtracted by 2. And then I'm going to do subtracted by 2 again. And then subtracted by 2 again. And subtracted by 2 once more. Equals 0. So let's check. So if we're holding up 8 fingers and we put down 2 fingers, then we're left with 6. Then if we put down 2 more fingers, we're left with 4. Then we're taking away another 2. We're left with 2. And then once more, and we're left with 0. So this would be our repeated subtraction number sentence. Remember, we find out what number we're subtracting by what number of objects is in each row. And when it tells us 4 plates, or the amount of rows, is how much we're subtracting that number. So that's how much times you're going to subtract 2. Since we have 4 rows, we're subtracting 2 4 times. All right, friends, this is your opportunity to work independently. Remember, if you have any questions, you can stop by a math help meet. So today we learned how to use our arrays to solve word problems. You all did amazing. I am so proud of you. And remember, if you need any help, feel free to reach out. We are here to help. Have a great day.